Hello, welcome to Hope College. Our beautiful campus is located in the heart of downtown Holland, Michigan. We're so excited to take you along with us. Let's go.
So this is the Pine Grove. If you are familiar with the term quad at a larger university, kind of like the outdoor event space on campus, this is that for us. Students will oftentimes be out here hammocking, slacklining. On really nice days, they'll just come in and hang out with their friends. But there's also some events that take place in the Pine Grove as well. So some of the things that happen every year here, an event called Spring Fling, where one of our student activities groups brings a bunch of different fun things to campus. There's music, a bunch of different inflatables, free food. There's also a lot of outdoor concerts here. Like I said, just kind of the central outdoor hangout space on campus. One of the really nice things about Hope's campus and Hope College as a whole is just how many different ways there are to get involved. Easy way to get involved with different student groups. The first weekend when students first move in during orientation, there is a student activities fair. We have over 70 different opportunities for students to get plugged in and get involved. The events that we consistently have, one of them is called Coffee House, and that is a 2-hour set every Thursday night. Students perform mostly in the Bultman Student Center. People from all around campus can come and just listen to their friends play music, work on homework. It's a great social event and a great way to meet new people. Another really nice thing about Hope College is just how many wonderful traditions we have at the school. So a couple of those traditions to highlight are Nykirk and Pull. Pull is a 3-hour-long tug-of-war competition. It happens every year at the start of the year. It's set up over the Black River, and it's freshmen competing against sophomores in a giant tug-of-war competition. And then Nykirk, which is a 3-part competition, again between freshmen and sophomores. And there's song, play, and oration, and lots of school spirit surrounding these traditions, and again, freshmen versus sophomores. Another wonderful tradition on Hope's campus is Dance Marathon. So Dance Marathon is a 24-hour fundraiser that happens every spring semester. Over a third of campus gets involved, and since its inception on Hope's campus, we have raised over $2 million to benefit Holland Children's Hospital in Grand Rapids.
Hi, my name is Marvelous, and this is the Bultman Student Center. The Bultman Student Center was completed in 2017, and in it we have the Klets Market, which is an extension of our dining hall. At the Klets Market you can grab pastries, pizzas, snacks, just things that you can grab in between classes. We also have a lot of spaces for students to study together and have community, because at the end of the day, those interactions you form with your friends and professors are really what's going to serve you during your time here and beyond. The Bultman Student Center also houses the Borchter Center, which is a department at Hope that focuses on career and calling, and they help with 2 transitions. So the transitions from high school to college, and also from college into the real world. Because we believe that at the end of the day, your 4 years at Hope should be in service of the next 40, 50 years of your career.
We are in front of Jack H. Miller, the Center for Musical Arts. This is home to our music department. We also have some state-of-the-art facilities in this building as well, one of which is our main concert hall. Our main concert hall is set up so that the acoustics work so well that they don't have to mic any of the instruments or the performers during their set. We also have a state-of-the-art recording studio in this building. A lot of our students use this throughout the school year, get a lot of really awesome work put out there. There are also a lot of classrooms and practice rooms that are open to music students at any point, so they can go in and practice throughout the day. The music department also puts on a few shows throughout the school year. First one is called Vespers. This one is really great because all of the different bands and choirs and everything is involved. Even the faculty gets involved sometimes too. Nice thing about the music department too is if you are not a music major or a minor, you can still be a part of these bands and choirs. So you don't have to be in the department itself, but you can still participate. The next arts department is the dance department. This is located in the Dow Center, where all of the offices and studios are. This department also puts on a lot of shows throughout the school year too. We do 2 student-run showcases, one each semester. There's a faculty concert at the end of the school year, and then there's also 2 other pre-professional dance companies on campus here, one of which is called H2. H2 Dance Company really strives to give us a pre-professional experience, so we're rehearsing for numerous hours during the week, and then we have a performance at the end of the semester. We also have another performance opportunity called Images. This is a really great one to get involved if dance maybe isn't your first thing that you love to do, but if you're really interested in different cultures around the world. Whether you're part of French club, Japanese club, Latino dance club, they all perform cultural dances at this event. Super fun to go watch if you're interested, also really fun to be a part of and learn a little bit more about each culture and what that entails. Similar to the music department, you don't have to be a part of the dance department to be involved in any of these shows or take any dance classes on campus. The next department is the theater department. This is located in the DeWitt Center where our main stage is. We also have a black box theater in the basement of DeWitt. On the main stage, we put on 4 main shows throughout the school year. There are also some smaller shows that are performed in the black box theater. Always fun to go check it out. They change it up every year, every semester. Lots of fun things that you can go see. The last one is our arts department. Whether you want to major in art history or studio art, you can do either of those things here at Hope. We have 2 art galleries on campus that showcase student art throughout the school year. These students either work with professors and faculty, or they create their own and put it on showcase all throughout the school year, so you can always stop in and take a peek in there too. So whether you decide to be an art major, a chemistry major, business major, you will have to take 2 art courses here at Hope. We value the arts and think you can learn so much from them, so you'll either be involved in a photography class, a dance class, a sculpture class, any of these things, so you will be a part of these departments and in these buildings at some time while you're here at Hope.
We're here at DeVos Fieldhouse, the home of Hope College Athletics. One of the cool things is that here at Hope, we're fortunate enough to have athletic facilities that resemble that of bigger schools. The weight room is exceptional. All the athletic facilities seat a ton of people. A lot of people come out to the games, not only just students, but also the community. They're always packed on Friday and Saturday nights. So people want to be here, they want to support the teams. It's just a super cool atmosphere to be a part of. Another cool thing is that you don't have to be a student athlete to use the facilities. You can just be a student. So you're welcome to use the weight room whenever there's no practices going on. A lot of the intramurals take place on the turf fields or even in DeVos Fieldhouse late at night. So you get to experience that and what it feels like. Another cool aspect about Hope is the Do Crew. It's a student section, creates a fun atmosphere for students to come out and watch the game, support their friends and fellow Hope students. Tons of cool, crazy chants and traditions. Allows us to support the teams, get them hyped up. The Do Crew is also sponsored by Mountain Dew, so we get free Mountain Dew and snacks at every game. A lot of students plan their weekends around going to games and supporting the teams. It just makes the vibe super awesome. Whether you're a student or a student athlete, there's tons of ways to get involved with athletics at Hope College.
We're standing here outside of Dimmitt Chapel. Dimmitt Chapel is one of our oldest buildings on campus, and it was completed in 1929. Dimmitt Chapel will also serve as the center for faith life on campus. So here at Hope College, we are a Christian school, which means that we are guided by Christian principles, but we also very much like to think of ourselves as invitational and are ready to meet you on anywhere you are in your faith journey. So there'll be about 3 major parts to faith life on campus. So we're going to have chapel services, the gathering services, and also Bible studies and worship groups that you can be a part of. And we're so excited to have you here as you begin and start your faith life journey.
So right now I'm standing right at the edge of Hope's campus in downtown Holland. So actually right through those doors you could be taking classes right at the edge of 8th Street, which is the road here on my right. We're about 2 blocks away from the street that runs right through the center of Hope's campus. So it's well within walking distance for students, and downtown Holland is a big draw for students. So we have about 80% of students stay on campus during the weekends. And the activities, restaurants, coffee shops, and location of downtown Holland is a big reason for that. So like I said, we have about 3 different coffee shops that are really close to campus and well within walking distance for students. Lots of wonderful food and restaurants and lots of wonderful shops as well. All of these local businesses really embrace the Hope community and they love Hope students. They have back to school sales. There's also a lot of activities and events that happen in downtown Holland and in the Holland area. So we're only about 10 minutes away from Holland State Park. Lots of students love to go out and catch a sunset or go swimming with their friends. There's also a farmer's market that happens twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, right in downtown. There's also lots of different hiking trails in the area, and we're also only about 30 minutes down the road from a little bit bigger city, Grand Rapids, which is another wonderful draw for students as well.
We are outside our Martha Miller Center for Global Communications. This is home to our communications department. Within that, we have our student newspaper. It's called The Anchor. Our student radio station is also in this building as well. That one's called WTHS. We also have our Center for Global Engagement and our Study Abroad office in this building too. About 50% of our population studies abroad on campus currently. Hopefully in the next coming years, we're trying to get that up to about 70 or 75%. We have over 300 programs in 60 different countries, so if you're interested in studying abroad, it'll definitely be an option for you here at Hope. Just stop into the Study Abroad office and they'll help work with you on your schedule and make it a perfect fit for you.
So now I'm here in front of Graves. We're heading towards the west end of campus. On this side, we'll find a couple more academic buildings. So first off, we have the library. In Van Wylen, we have 5 floors. So the bottom floor and the top 2 floors are what we call quiet floors. Not a lot of talking. It's great if you really like to focus and not have many distractions. But then on those middle floors, it can be a lot more social. So great, if you're hanging out with friends, studying a little bit, talking a little bit, if you're working on a group project. We also have a ton of different study rooms, especially on those upper floors. Within the library, we have a couple different resources that are great for students. The first one is called the Klooster Center. So this is a completely student-run center where you can take any sort of paper that you have or even lab report, and the students who work there will proofread it and kind of walk through and give you some corrections on it. Moving from the library into our next building, which is Van Zoren, they're just connected by a hallway, we have the Academic Success Center. This, again, is another great resource for our students. In the ASC, as we call it, you can get tutors, you can work there and be a tutor. They have peer coaching, they have academic advising, all sorts of resources that will help our students transition from high school into college level academics. I've both had tutors and been a tutor, so there's definitely no stigma around reaching out and getting that help if that's what you want. Then moving across the sidewalk, we go into our Science Center. This building is called SCOP, and it has all sorts of different departments like chemistry, biology, geology, nursing, psychology, environmental sciences. You get the idea. So statistically, the average class size here at Hope is around 17 students, but that definitely varies with what grade you're in, what classes you're in, and things like that. So freshman year, those 100, 200 level classes are probably going to be your largest classes here at Hope. Now, shifting into lab, those will always be smaller class sizes. So even if you're in a 100 level chemistry class where your lecture size is 50 students, your chem lab will still be around 20 students or less. In the Science Center is our nursing department, and we have an amazing nursing department. I have tons of friends who are in the program. So as early as your sophomore year, you can be in clinicals or in a practicum lab. So that means you're hands-on in a hospital or something of the sort, and working with real patients, getting that experience while you're still a student here at Hope. Connected to Van Zoren, we have Vanderwerf. In Vanderwerf, we have math, physics, engineering, and computer science. Like I said in the sciences, you're going to have lecture about 3 days a week and lab once a week. In the lab, you'll get to do things hands-on, physically doing the things that you're learning about in your lecture. In the engineering department, our seniors take a senior design class, where we get to work on a design project specifically focused on our concentration or emphasis. This is a great way to show all that we've learned over our 4 years, and it gives us some real experience on the design process.
Right behind me, we're looking at Voorhees Hall. It's one of our 11 different residence halls on campus. The majority of our halls are community-style living, and if you are living in one of our co-ed residential halls, they will be split up either by floor or by wing. Our residential living is known for the close-knit communities that form within all of the different res halls, as well as all the different support staff that is available for students. So you'll be living with a residential assistant who's there to mentor and guide you and help you through the process of living on campus. In addition to the 11 residence halls on Hope's campus, students can also live in one of the college-owned 80 cottages and apartments surrounding Hope's campus area. So the normal progression for students is freshman, sophomore year, you're going to be living in one of the residential halls on campus, and then junior year, you live in typically one of the on-campus cottages or apartments, and then senior year, you have the option to live off campus or continue to live in one of those on-campus cottages or apartments. As a student living on Hope's campus, you have a handful of different dining options. So we have 2 different dining halls on campus, as well as a food market in the student center. So between those 2 different dining halls, Phelps and Cook, they serve different food every day, and they also post their menus online beforehand. Also super accommodating for any kind of dietary restriction. In addition to the 2 dining halls that we have on campus, I mentioned Kletz Market as well. So Kletz Market, located in the student center, is more of a cafe-style dining experience, They'll do a bunch of different made-to-order soups, salads, sandwiches. They always have pizza ready to go. There's also a barista running a full coffee bar for students to use. They do a great job of being sustainable and green, as well as using recyclable containers for all of their food and using locally sourced ingredients. The food is really, really good there, and again, super accommodating to any dietary restrictions.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We'd love to host an in-person tour with you, and we hope to see you soon. Bye!